Alright, here we are bringing you some of the orange back 1988 Topps baseball cards. They're the ones, because I found some other ones and stuff that have like comedy and stuff, but these ones are the orange back ones. Okay, so let me show you what we have here today. Right now we got some record breakers right there. This is Vince Coleman. These are actually their game for 87, but the cards are 88s. That's why they call them the 88s. But they're actually their record up to 87. Okay, so this is Vince Coleman, Don Mattingly, record breakers, Mark McGuire. Oh, then look at this one. Eddie Murphy, Orioles, most consecutive games, switch home runs. Wow. This is Eddie Murray. Wow. All right. What a valuable player, huh? That's a good card. Love it. Okay, and then we have Phil Niekro and Joe McCrone. Phil and Joe Niekro. Okay. And then here we have Benny Santiago. There's Benny. Alright, and these are all record breakers for the 1988 cards, baseball cards. Alright, and then here we have Kevin Essler. He's a future star for the Mets. Andy Hawkins for the Padres. Mike Young for the Orioles. Kevin Gross for the Phillies. Mark Davison for the Twins. Another future star, all letters, for the Yankees. Al Letters for the Yankees. Great future star. Okay. Ron Oyster for the Reds. Kurt McCaskill for the Angels. Chili Davis for the Giants. Sparky Anderson, he was the manager for the Tigers. Wow. Even I remember him. Okay. Andres Thomas for the Braves. Bill Schroeder for the Brewers. Greg Swindle for the Indians. Ken Landrick for the Dodgers. Jim DeShares for Astros. Andres Galarraga for the Expos. Mitch Williams for the Rangers. R.J. Reynolds for the Pirates. Pirates, woo. I was going to put them on the wrong team, huh? Pirates. Joe's Nunez for the Blue Jays. Argenis Salazar for the Royals. Sid Fernandez for the Mets. Alright, well, I hope you've enjoyed my bringing these to you. Be sure to sub me, join me as a friend, because this collection has a lot of videos to it. There's quite a large collection here. Alright, stay tuned for more. Bye-bye now. Okay, here we are bringing you the orange back 1988 Topps baseball cards. Okay, I have other ones, but these are the orange ones. The other ones have like comics on the back of them that are also from 88. So we'll do those later, but let's see who we have here. Okay, Dave McGarden for the Mets. Tim Cruz for the Dodgers. Ed Hearn for the Royals. Phil Bradley for the Mariners. Jim Clancy for the Blue Jays. Kurt Wilkerson for the Rangers. Don Robinson for the Giants. These are the leaders of the Orioles. 33 and 8. Hubie Brooks for Expos. Bob Merwin for the Giants. Bill Landrum for the Reds. Dick Schofield for the Angels. Lou Piniella for the Yankees. He was the manager. Kent Kubrick for the Twins. Darnell Coles for the Pirates. Joaquin Andujar for the Athletics. Okay, I know I didn't pronounce that, but at least I tried. There's no way I can pronounce all these guys. Alan Ashby for the Astros. Dave Clark for the Indians. Orel Hershiser for the Dodgers. Gerald Perry for the Braves. Jeff Calhoun for the Phillies. Jamie Moyer for the Cubs. Harold Barnes for the White Sox. Rick Horton for the Cardinals. Bob Deere for the Brewers. Mike Morgan for the Mariners. And Bruce Bochy for Padres. Alright, I hope you've enjoyed my bringing these to you. Be sure to sub me, join me as a friend, and we'll bring you some more. And by all means, share these videos with other baseball fans. Season's coming here. I mean, it already started. So, before you go to the big game with hot dogs, look back in history and see who used to play. Alright, bye-bye. Alright, here we are bringing you the orange back 1988 Topps baseball cards. Okay, these are the ones with the orange back. We have others that have like a comedy thing, comment. So we'll do those another time. But right now, let's continue with this collection. And we'll start right off from the top. Okay, Danny Cox for the Cardinals. Mark Kenson for the Brewers. Jeff Hamilton for the Dodgers. Jamie Jones for the Padres. Ken Kemeth for Astros. Leon Durham for the Cubs. Shane Raleigh for the Phillies. Ken Obertsfeld for the Braves. Dave Dravicki for the Giants. Dan Petrie for the Tigers. I think he was a famous one. Tom O'Malley for the Rangers. Danny Martinez for Expos. Joe Carter for the Indians. Tom Lasoda, he was the manager for the Dodgers. Randy Bush for the Twins. Dennis Eckersley for the Athletics. Gary Pettis for Angels. Mike Hart for the Orioles. Ernie Witt for the Blue Jays. Mark Lanston for the Mariners. These were the Reds' leaders. Daryl Atkinfield for the Indians. Josh Quindo for the Cardinals. Cecilio Grant for the Yankees. Howard Johnson for the Mets. Ron Kakuvis for the White Sox. Mike Mason for the Cubs. All right. And I'm sure we all remember this guy, huh? Tom Lasoda. He was a great manager for the Dodgers. All right. So I hope you've enjoyed my bringing these to you. Be sure to sub me, join me as a friend, and by all means, pass this video around to other fans. Alright, if you wish, you may also fan fund me. That's that little eye in the upper right hand corner, so I can go out there and find some more of these great finds and bring them right to you in video form. I'd appreciate that for sure. Alrighty, bye-bye now. Okay, here we are bringing you the orange back 1988 baseball cards. Okay, y'all remember Dick Williams? He's a great manager for the Mariners. Alright, let me take you through all that we have here. Ernie Riles for the Brewers. Gary Thornman for the Royals. Dale Murphy for the Braves. Joey Cora for the Padres. Len Matuszek for the Dodgers. Bob Zebra for Expos. Chuck Jackson for the Astros. Lance Parrish for the Phillies. Scott Garretts for the Giants. Jim Whalewander for the Tigers. Jesse Orozco for the Mets. Dick Williams, he was the manager for the Mariners. Kurt Young for the Athletics. Barry Larkin for the Reds. Alan Anderson for the Twins. Jack Clark for the Cardinals. Chuck Finley for the Angels. Look at that serious look on his face, huh? Rainy Gonzalez for the Orioles. Scott Baileys for the Indians. Steve Lyons for the White Sox. Joe Skinner for the Yankees. Look at that, a nice action picture. I love that. It's got a nice action one too. Teddy Higuera for the Brewers. And this is the Expo leaders. Les Lancaster for the Cubs. Kelly Grumber for the Blue Jays. Jeff Russell for the Rangers. Johnny Ray for the Angels. All right. I hope you've enjoyed my bringing these to you. Be sure to sub me, join me as a friend, and we'll bring you some more. And by all means, share this video with other fans. It's quite a lot of cards to this collection, I'll tell you that. All right. Hope you get a chance to see them all. Bye-bye. All right, here we have Chuck Tanner. He was the manager for the Braves. I don't know how many of you remember him. But here we have some more of the 1988 Topps baseball cards. Okay, this big collection. These are the ones that have the orange backing on them and stuff. Because there are some that have like comments. But these are the orange backed ones. Okay, here we are. Jerry Don Glutton for the Royals. Jamie Steele for the Padres. Bob Welch for the Dodgers. Robbie Wine for the Astros. And every now and then they do a checklist to give you a 1 to 62. So there we have our checklist. The rest are on the other side and stuff. It's 1 to 132 total on this card. Okay, Tony Banaz Banazard for the Athletics. Tom Cadiotti for the Indians. Ray Knight for the Orioles. Steve Jiltz for the Phillies. Dennis Rasmussen for the Reds. Chuck Tanner, he was the manager for the Braves. Greg Matthews for the Cardinals. Donnie Hill for the White Sox. Don Slizzles for the Mets. Buddy Bell for the Reds. Greg Minton for the Angels. Johnny Grubbs for the Tigers. Jim Gott for the Pirates. Brian Dayette for the Cubs. Chris Asio for the Brewers. Mitch Webster for Expos. Jerry Brown for the Rangers. Jesse Barfield for the Blue Jays. And these were the Royal leaders for the Royals. Andy Van Skyl for the Pirates. Mickey Talton for the Athletics. Don Gordon for the Indians. All right. I hope you've enjoyed my bringing these to you. Be sure to sub me, join me as a friend, because we've got a lot more cards in this collection to show you. All right. Bye-bye now. All right. How many of you remember Dave Johnson, huh? He was the manager for the Mets. Great guy. Here we have the 1988 Topps baseball cards. Now these are the ones that's orange in the back. All right. So here we go, bringing you what we have today. We have Bill Madlock for the Tigers. Donnell Nixon for the Mariners. Bill Buckner for the Angels. Carmelo Martinez for the Padres. Ken Howell for the Dodgers. Eric Davis for the Reds. Bob Kemper for the Astros. John Cabyan for the Orioles. Jeff Stone for the Phillies. Dale Mahorkic for the Rangers. Mark Millamore for the Angels. Brian Smith for the Expos. Willie McGee for the Cardinals. Brad Ansberg for the Yankees. Tim Hulett for the White Sox. Atlee Hammaker for the Giants. Gary Matthews for the Mariners. Bruce Sutter for the Braves. Of course, Dave Johnson, manager for the Mets. Rick Rodriguez for the Athletics. Rance Milinix for the Blue Jays. Barry Jones for the Pirates. Ross Jones for the Royals. Rick Gossage for the Padres. These two are leaders for the Cubs. Lloyd McClendon for the Reds. And Eric Pluck for the Athletics. All right. I hope you've all enjoyed my bringing these to you. Be sure to sub me, join me as a friend, and we'll bring you some more. We have plenty for this collection. And be sure to share the video with other fans who like to look back in history at some of the players of 1988. Bye-bye now. All right, here we have Tom Kelly. He was the manager for the Twins back in 1988. These are 1988 Topps baseball cards. These are the ones with the orange back and on them in the back, because we have some that have comets that are also from 88, but these are the orange ones. And this is a really big collection, so I hope you enjoy my bringing you the whole collection. Of course, I do piece by piece, video by video. So let's get started, and let me show you what we have here. Okay, start right here. Phil Gardner for the Dodge. Kevin Bass for Astros. Jeff Reed for Expos. Frank Tanada for the Tigers. Dwayne Henry for the Rangers. Charlie Palio for the Braves. Terry Kennedy for the Orioles. Dave Cone for the Mets. Ken Phelps for the Mariners. Devon White for the Angels. He was Topps rookie. Great for him. What a great player, huh? All right, when you're recognized as a great rookie, you're starting your career really good. John Cerruti for the Blue Jays. Candy Maldonado for the Giants. John Russell for the Phillies. Steve Kiefer for the Brewers. Rafael Palmeiro for the Cubs. Rick Rhoden for the Yankees. Ivan Cladorin for the White Sox. Tom Lawless for the Cardinals. Brian Fisher for the Pirates. Tom Kelly, he was the manager for the Twins. Dan Quisenberry for the Royals. Dave Engler for the Expos. Lance McCullers for Padres. Franklin Stubbs for the Dodgers. Dave Meds for the Astros. These guys here were the leaders for the Rangers. And Glenn Hoffman for the Dodgers. Alright, I hope you've all enjoyed my bringing these to you. Be sure to sub me, join me as a friend, and we'll bring you some more as we visit this whole big collection of 1988 Topps baseball cards. Part of our great American history in sports. Bye-bye now. Alright, here we are bringing you the 1988 Topps baseball cards. Now there's a big collection, and these are the one with the orange backing. Because I do have some that have comments on it that are also 1988. But these ones are the ones with the orange backing. Now here we have Tom the Bellhorn. He was the manager for the Brewers. Alright, how many of you remember him, huh? Alright, let me show you what we have here. Okay, we got Fred Tolliver from the Phillies. Paul O'Neill from the Reds. Nelson Liriano from the Blue Jays. Domingo Ramos for the Mariners. Well, he got right into the sport. Didn't want the sun to get his cheeks, huh? Okay. John Mitchell for the Mets. Steve Lake for the Cardinals. Richard Dotson for the White Sox. Willie Randolph for the Yankees. Frank DiPino for the Cubs. Tom Kentz for the Blue Jay. Mike Stanley for the Rangers. Dan Skagender for the Twins. Harry Spillman for the Giants. Jerry Rios for the Angels. Vaughn Hayes for the Phillies. Dave Smith for the Orioles. Albert Hall for the Braves. Greg Roach for the Brewers. Rafael Ballard for the Pirates. Steve Fair for the Royals. Stan Jefferson for the Padres. Tom Trebellhorn, manager for the Brewers. Mike Ciocia for the Dodgers. Dave Loops for the Astros. Ed Correa for the Rangers. Wallace Johnson for the Expos. And Jeff Muselman for the Blue Jays, and he was the All-Star Rookie for that year. Look how happy he is. That is great to make it that good. Good start to a great career. All right. Well, I hope you've all enjoyed my bringing these to you. Be sure to sub me, join me as a friend, and we'll bring you some more because this is a very large collection. And I hope you share them with other fans. Bye-bye now. All right, here's Lee Elia. He was the manager for the Phillies back in 1988. All right. This video makes at the 1/3 mark of this collection. So there's still a lot more videos to come. But let me show you what we have in this one. Okay. Pat Tabler for the Indians. These are the Pirates, their leaders. Bob James for the White Sox. Rafael Santana for the Mets. Ken Daly for the Cardinals. Gary Weird for the Yankees. Ted Power for the Reds. Mike Heath for the Tigers. Louis Polonia for the Athletics. Storm Davis for the Athletics. Tad Boysley for the Royals. Mike Campbell for the Mariners. He was a future star. Look at that. Got to be a great player to make that. Great for him. Jeff Robinson for the Pirates. Mark Rail for the Angels. Tom Netterfer for the Orioles. Damaso Garcia for the Braves. Lee Smith for the Cubs. Roy Smalley for the Twins. Mike Marshall for the Dodgers. Tom Foley for the Expos. Bob Bauer for the Rangers. And here we have a checklist for 133 to 264. All part of the card game. Card collection. Lee Elia, manager for the Phillies. Mookie Wilson for the Mets. Keith Schrum for the Indians. Jerry Royster for the Yankees. And Ed Nunez for the Mariners. That big smile. Beautiful smile. Alrighty. Well, I hope you've all enjoyed my bringing these to you. Be sure to sub me, join me as a friend, and we'll be bringing you some more. Right now, this is the 1/3 mark of this collection. Alright, be sure to share it with others now. Bye-bye.